Welcome to Andrew's Intuition. I'm a psychic, medium, and divine channel. These readings are a resource for souls with a genuine desire for truth. Please use your own discernment when receiving readings from me, especially collective ones. Do not be alarmed by the reflection that finds you in my mirror. You might be surprised by what you see. Legal disclaimer, these readings are intended for entertainment purposes only. And with that said, the reading will begin now.
Hi guys. Don't mind this little cold sore. Something I've talked about at length is how the divine will essentially be building your castle behind your back. I think there was a reading about that a long time ago, way back in the archives. It's very much so true, okay? And it feels like the message that's at the forefront is trust your decisions, okay? I was almost gonna say trust your defined decisions. Trust your decisions, period. Trust your decisions. Even if those led you down a path where it got you into a mess and you got out of it, Spirit is saying there's no use in going back and questioning your decisions. And it's almost like you're trying to use the past as a template for the future. Humans do this all the time and it drives me mad because then I find myself picking it up and doing it, and that's not helpful. Humans assume that all patterns repeat, and that's not always the case. And sometimes they don't know how to measure the past in order to read the future. And so oftentimes they'll say, well, this tends to happen and this tends to happen in societies, and this tends to happen when this happens, and yada yada yada. But what they are not considering is the energies that are very much so different at this time, right? The influences, the astrological influences and all of that jazz. And a lot of these influences are completely different than anything we've experienced on this planet so far. Okay, we are in the age of Aquarius, meaning all the planets have moved out of Pisces and into Aquarius, meaning we've moved out of one mentality and one kind of energetic, let's just say the playing ground has changed, okay? And there's something about trusting your intuition and trusting your choices, because there's something that you're getting the impulse or the download to do. And trust and believe, if you don't run with this download, someone else will, right? And I know we hear that a lot in the community, the intuitive communities and the tarot readings and all that, but it's true. Holy Spirit, allow us to tune into this message and get some more details in service of the greater good and the harm of none. The betterment of all and the harm of none. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What do we have for these lovely people over here on the YouTube? It's just like this anxious feeling, dude. Like, and I don't like it. I get it because it's my job. I'm here to feel it so I can read it, but it's not giving, okay? There's like an energy of like rejecting inspiration, rejecting impulse, because there's been so many times where you followed that impulse and it led you nowhere, and it's just like a really weird time for whoever you are. And Spirit is saying like, it's actually like, it's almost like when you're most triggered to do the thing where you choose not to do it is when you should do it. When you feel, this is gonna sound so counterintuitive, but when you feel there's no energy stopping you or whatever, then that's probably not the time to do it. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but what they mean by that is like there's a lot of dogpiling is what I like to call it. It's like gang stalking and surveying and all of this energy from darker energies and entities, darker people and whatever. It's like these energies and these people seek you out at these times, or energetically target you at these times, so that you don't strike when the iron's hot. And let me tell you, the iron is hot. Step out of your comfort zone. You're about to create something meaningful. All of your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. I'm just feeling this energy of like a woman who's pregnant, right? You may very well be pregnant, or I don't know, but it could just be symbolism. But I'm getting the vibe of like she's literally thinking of every potential thing that could go wrong. She's thinking about all of the things. Oh, what if the baby comes out backwards, and what if the umbilical cord wraps around the neck, and what if I die and the baby doesn't have me, and like, and Spirit is saying like, just have the baby, enjoy the process, right? Like you're being incubated with something. You're being something is growing in you, right? Nurture it, give it life, speak life into it, you know, like give it a chance. There's another feminine I'm feeling here. This other feminine has a target on your back, and that is why you're afraid. There's something about like when certain energies, because it's like you feel like you freed yourself from every devil energy, but it's always gonna find you. It's gonna find you in someone or something. The only thing that you can do, or the only thing that's really worth doing, is to continue keeping your vibration high and knowing the enemy, knowing how they're affecting you, and making sure that they have nowhere to stick when it comes to these things. And there's something about a feminine energy that has a target on your back. It's like the way that you nurture her child. They're saying like, it's like this child is like talking about you and like loving everything, and just like they don't really give a fuck about the drama no more because they love you. You know what I mean? It's like there's something about, this is like somebody's baby mom, or this is somebody's like family member, or this is something where it's like maybe their child comes to you and their child is like enthralled by your energy and what you bring to the table. It's like this person for some reason is like a dog with the bone with you, and there's something about that kind of intake of energy that makes you shut off and want to not do things. Spirit is saying, don't censor yourself. Don't stop. You might be doing something online on the internet, or you might be doing something like that can be seen, or can be like, for example, you might be opening a shop, right, in the neighborhood. You might be, you know, putting something out there. You might be selling something, or doing something interesting, or having an art show. I don't know, like you're doing something, and it's something that can be seen by this person, and you're allowing all of the energy that's coming in from that person to make you like literally convince yourself, oh, like it's not the time yet, or I gotta like, you know, slow it down, or I gotta be careful about what I put out there. And Spirit is saying, no, you double down on that shit. The reason that these people are getting angry, and the reason, it's almost like Spirit is saying, take that as a cue to go further. Take that as a cue to double in, to fucking like put all your chips on the table. They're saying, take it as their poker face failing and letting you know that you have the full flush. Ooh. And Spirit is saying, put all your chips on the table then. Don't hold back. Put it down. Okay? What else is there, Spirit? Spirit is saying it can't touch you. They can't touch you. This person is also losing control of this person with this other person, this other child, or this other young person, or this other, it might come across as a child because they see this person as a child, or you might see this person as a child, but they might not be. It depends on who you are. Take it as it resonates. But with the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy in the reverse, I feel like you've had enough patience. You've been patient enough, and now Spirit is saying, okay, now go. And you're like, I don't know. And Spirit is saying, you've waited this long. You've literally been asking us for years, when is it my turn? When is it my turn? And the Divine is saying, align yourself, take care of this. You got to heal this. You got to do that. And you've been doing it, and now it's time. And you're like, well, I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying this incubation period. And Spirit is like, really? The train is here. Are you gonna hop up on that motherfucker or not? Excuse my language. It's nothing, they can't touch you. There might even be something about, I'm seeing somebody specific, somebody I know now all of a sudden, and it's making this whole reading make sense. Whew. Bringing it back to the collective, thank you. There might be a legal situation going on, and Spirit is saying, it ain't gonna affect you. Ain't nothing, that's not gonna affect you. Don't worry about it. Like, double down on your shit, okay? Speak to that person. Spirit is saying, speak to that person, read that person, or read people that are around that person. So like, if that person wants to be up in your energy so much, then read them, and how do you like, boom, yeah, your shit blows up. Yo, I can't wait to send this reading to that one person, but it's a collective reading. So there's a reason that it's being offered as a collective reading, because there's more than one of you that are in this position. Spirit said, calm down with that scared shit and get to work. I just saw an image of like, you know, Navy SEALs, and they're like, you know, doing a mission, and it's like, you know, you've been waiting to be in this position, to be in this mission, and all of a sudden, like, your captain says, all right, go, 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 and you're like, do you have my back? Do you have my back? And they're like, don't worry, ain't no bullet gonna fucking touch you, just go. And you're like, nah, I can't do it, I can't do it. And then they just like push you out there, and you're like running, and they got you. Not a single bullet touches you. In fact, they're like, you could cakewalk, you could skip, you could do whatever. You could like loop-de-loop, okay? You could do some backflips. Excuse me, you could do some cartwheels. I promise you, take your sweet ass time. Walk a lady across the street if you like. Ain't not a single bullet gonna fucking touch you. Hear that? You are protected. You're no longer able to. That's why they're acting up. Spirit is saying, take it as, listen, their poker face is letting you know that you gotta pull a full house of cards, put all your chips down. Okay, bet it all. Put it all down. And what Spirit means by that is like, put all your effort in, put your elbow grease into it, really start popping the motherfuckers out. Whatever this is, you might make some jewelry, you might have a business. I feel like I'm talking to a collective of people that are doing something that is a divine calling. And trust when I say this is a collaboration and a co-creation with the divine. God bless you. I'll see you all in the next one. If you made it here, chances are there's something you resonated with. Whether it's my soul, my personality, the message itself, and perhaps there's more. There's a random video popping up on the screen. Maybe you should go find out.